तो हेलो गाइस, स्वागत है आपका मेरे चैनल पर। और हम अभी भी खेल रहे हैं होराइजन ज़ीरो डॉन। मेन स्टोरी तो कंप्लीट हो गई है, लेकिन उसी के साथ उन्होंने जो उसका डीएलसी पैक निकाला था इनटू द वाइल्ड्स, उसकी शायद शुरुआत इस ब्लू मार्कर क्वेस्ट से होगी। तो देखते हैं, करते हैं इसको। फिर हम एकदम ठंडी जगह पर आ गए हैं इनटू द वाइल्ड्स मिशन करने के लिए। मेरे को पहले भी आए यहाँ पे, लेकिन हमने मिशन चालू नहीं किया था। तो अब वो मौका है कि मिशन भी चालू किया जाए और आगे देखा भी जाए कि क्या है इस स्टोरी में खास।
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
Seems you're a long way from anything. Where does this trail lead?
For me, it leads south, away from the Banuk, past the Grave Horde. Banukai, watch over me. This is the quickest way out of the cut, instead of going all the way through Oseram territory. And take it from me, you want a quick way out of the cut.
I haven't even arrived yet. Why would I want to leave?
Strange machine attacks? A curse on the mountain? It's enough to make me look forward to Meridian.
What kind of strange machines? And what kind of curse?
Machines tougher and crazier than anything in the south, I heard. And smoke comes off the mountain like a funeral pyre all day and night. But like I said, I just passed through now.
What sort of place is the cut?
It's on the edge of everywhere. The edge of Ban-Or, the edge of the mountains, the edge of other tribes' territories. It's suffered in the war with the Karja. But it suffered before that too. Life there is a test to survive out on the edge.
Not exactly homey. I can see why you'd want to move on.
Home is what you carry in a roll on your back.
You're going to Meridian.
Yes. I was named an envoy to the Karja King's court. No one else wanted to do it. It's not so bad. I just recount the songs from Ban-Or, and the Karja draw their funny little glyphs. I tell them of the machine's growing anger, and the Karja King still offers aid, even though he knows the Banuk will not accept it.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'm curious about these machines, though.
Then the warning rolled off you. I understand you adventurers are all alike. Good luck.
तो गाइस, उसके लिए अपन को सबसे पहले सारा सप्लाई क्रेट भर भर के आगे भारी मशीन्स मिलेंगी, इसकी पूरी संभालना है। कुछ नहीं ना, ये लीजिए। चलो।
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Rost used to tell me stories about the Banuk and their shamans, and how they thread blue cables through their skin. Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof.
Yeah.
Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
इतनी सारी मेडिसिन मिलने का तो एक ही रीजन हो सकता है कि आगे कुछ बहुत बड़ा आने वाला है। Demonic
Incoming
God.
predator. Can see the heat coming off it.
अपने पास वो ठंड में मारने वाले तो है नहीं। और आगे कैसे जाएंगे? इधर से जाना है। तो बिजली है।
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
The frozen wilds. Hello, guard.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Yeah. भाई साहब बहुत जोर से पाल दिया इसने तो। अब क्या होगा? हॉकाई की। हाँ अरे वो अब छोटी वाली हॉक है। ये पाल लिया इन्होंने इनको। क्या बात है? ग्रिफिन थॉर ये है बिना कुछ करे। राजा साहब आ गए।
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it!
और टक
For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
No.
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. It frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
कितनी बातें हैं भाई, बहुत बातें हैं.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Eh, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
नहीं जानना इसके बारे में
I
चलो
want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
No, I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea or Thunderstrom. Maybe worth a shot.
The frost
The
figures
shaman's path.
Just look at the frozen tall neck.
Find Naltuk. Talk to Adrak.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
This daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the village. Others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me. Those who survived.
There are other Wericks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last. Until the Karja seek war again.
Aurea knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an outlander's.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death?
Yeah.
It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
चलो तो बातों का पहिया हुआ खत्म लेते हैं farewell.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Whatever's happening in Thunder's drum, it's not enough to bring down the Banuk.
Find Naltuk.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north. That must be Naltuk, looking out of that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or something. Interesting. Maybe I could override
Control
it.
tower. Yep.
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Osteram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
साला रिपेयर भी कर देता है.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Destroy or override the tower.
The scrapes. Kill the machines. But what about the tower? I might be able to destroy it. Override it. Get to the tower. I can override it. can get out of this. Follow up.
Market.
It can be overridden. Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
Blue glam?
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. I'm pretty far up. The shaman's path must be around here, so this must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them. Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way. Another marker. Good. Okay, that way then. I see. Up. Stalkers. Better be careful. Okay, through here. Here we go. Hopefully out of this cave.
यहाँ तो स्टॉकर भी भारी वाले हैं।
Gotta get past these stalkers. One way or another.
भाग 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 भाग।
Done with the cave. What's next on this path? How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fill up with water before it can cross.
जल्दी जल्दी करना है टूरिस्ट।
Around the bend we go.
तो बचते बचाते निकल गए।
Now how do I cross this one? There it is. I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up. Made it.
तो लंबा यार ये।
Okay, heading for more waterfalls. Wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
Later.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out. Onward and upward. Sound of that.
कोई ना कोई मशीन तो यहाँ पर है। क्रॉस फ्लोर।
Handy. Should be able to get up there.
चल चल चल।
This must be the shrine Maltuk was talking about. Guess I should take the blue gleam. Sparkles. I can see why it's worth a lot.
ब्लू ग्लीम
Maltuk said the Grail
एक बहुत ही रेयर आइस है,
mountain.
ओल्डेस्ट ऑफ द आइस उनको बोला जाता है, तो इसलिए उनको ब्लू ग्लीम नाम दिया गया है। तो ओल्डेस्ट ऑफ द आइस होने के साथ साथ वो काफ़ी वैल्यूबल भी है, तो ट्रेडर्स के साथ अब अगर उनको एक्सचेंज करेंगे तो हमें कुछ बढ़िया मिलेगा, आर्मर मिल सकते हैं,
Ancient door. Maybe
वेपन्स मिल
what's
सकते हैं, तो
inside.
देखेंगे बाद में, चलते हैं तो। एक्सप्लोर और यस रिट्रीट।
Locked. Maybe my focus. Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. Something. What am I supposed to do with these lights?
और ये कौन सा पजल है यार? पूरा ऐसा बनाना है, ऐसा।
These things turn, changing the flow of light.
ठीक है।
All right, let's see if the door's open. fresh air ahead. Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here.
ओरियो मिल जाए यार.
I ask again, as
Oh,
I've
yeah.
asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Activate the source code.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
अभी हो रहा लग रहा है. इधर आ गया. Hold it.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing me. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
बस बोले साइलेंस के बारे में बताओ मेरे को क्योंकि तुम्हारी स्किन में भी भैया साइलेंस की तरह नीले वायर
Someone
है.
said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer, lost like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something... evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
Okay.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the
Yeah.
spirit. She's suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed.
Is there a tall neck in the area?
Yes, near the frost figures. But it's been frozen in ice for generations. What does that have to do with anything?
It'll help. Trust me. Maybe even more than I thought.
If you say so. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
चलो नया वेपन मिलेगा. Storm Slinger. मिशन हुआ कंप्लीट. तो गाइस यहाँ सब करेंगे अब नेक्स्ट पार्ट में. लाइक दिस वीडियो, देन डू लाइक, चेक एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. मैं मिलता हूँ आपसे नेक्स्ट पार्ट में इनटू द फ्रोजन वाइल्ड्स के. तब तक के लिए बाय, टेक केयर, सी या.